We will now learn a little bit about our next guest, and he is the keynote speaker, and that is Mr. Prem Guragain. Born and raised in a remote eastern part of Nepal, Prem Guragain has come a long way. He did his schooling in Nepal and went to South India for further education. He did his Bachelor of Engineering in Electronics and Communication Engineering and postgraduate diploma in computer applications. After his engineering degree, he came back to Kathmandu, the capital city of Nepal, and established Faraday Academy of Computer Education, also known as FACE. In less than 2 years, his academy was among the top 10 in the nation. He not only trained students for computer education, but assembled computers and leased them to schools, colleges, and taught computers to students in large scale. Mr. Guragain came to the US in August of 1995. Since then, he has worked with many companies in the Silicon Valley as an IT professional. He was with Salesforce Automation as a tools programmer for Autodesk, and he works now in Southern California as digital media expert. And in his spare time, he helps many nonprofits to brand their organization. Apart from his many duties as an IT professional, he's very involved in social work as well as peace-related activities. In June 2012, he started a signature campaign under the title Buddha Was Born in Nepal and collected 1 million signatures from all over the world and submitted to the United Nations. He had spoken about importance of peace at the UN headquarters in New York during World Youth Skills Day in 2016 and suggested to the President of the General Assembly and Secretary General Youth Envoy and world leaders why it is important to have peace among youth before anything else. Among 17 Sustainable Development Goals, he emphasized the importance of goal numbers 4, 8, and 16, which are related to youth and their development. Mr. Guragain is well known in the world as peace promoter of Lumbini, Nepal as birthplace of Buddha. His song, Help, 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 Someone Who Needs Your Help, was used online on CNN and Red Cross to raise funds during the typhoon in the Philippines in 2013. He holds many copyrights for his songs at Library of Congress. He got acknowledgement of his song, Song for Americans, by President Obama. He had published a Nepali song album, which was launched in Nepal by Finance Minister Shankar Prasad Koirala. Mr. Guragain was honored with the title of Nepal Samman because of his dedication, commitment towards promotion of peace in the world. He has met, talked, and spent time talking about peace with country presidents, prime ministers, world leaders, youth, diplomats, and peace promoters. He had participated in peace rallies in Los Angeles, in San Francisco, New York, and many other cities. He works with Anuradha Koirala, CNN Hero 2010, and Pushpa Basnet, CNN Hero 2012, in helping little children and youth to get better education and hence a better life. Mr. Guragain has published many articles related to positive mental attitude, motivation, inspiration, and peace. Some of them are used for stories for students on ESL classes worldwide. He is the founding General Secretary of Sri Pashupatinath and the Buddha Mandir in Norwalk. He has spoken at UCLA, USC, University of San Diego, Claremont University, and many other schools and colleges. He speaks Nepali, English, Hindi, and Tamil. In his spare time, he likes to read, write, spend time with his children, meditate, and be close to nature. Ladies and gentlemen, let's put our hands together for Mr. Prem Guragain.
Today's program is to honor peace. It's the World Peace Day, International Day of Peace from the UN. What I would like to do is, and we said that the portion of the proceeds will go to the hurricane victims. So would you, everybody please raise and let's pray for the departed soul who died during the hurricanes, and anybody you can think of who died because of the war in the world. Please raise and let's have a moment of silence, please. Everybody, please. Let's pray for the moment of silence with those people who died because of hurricanes and any kind of war in the world. Oh, Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to talk from my heart to your heart. So this is not like, I'm not going to be reading from line to line. I will only share you my stories, how I came to know about peace, what I've been doing about peace in the world, even though I'm an IT guy like you heard. I want to start with the grateful heart. Okay, first of all, I would like to thank the Global Peace Foundation for giving me the opportunity. I want to thank God, my parents, my beautiful wife Brinda sitting here. I want to thank Dr. Manorama Gupta, the founder, president of Global Peace Foundation, who offered me this opportunity. I want to thank my good friends, Dr. Shomya and Ananta sitting right there. They are the one who said, you know what, you've been working on peace for so long, and we're going to have the International Day of Peace, the World Peace Day, right here in Southern California. Why not you be the keynote speaker and share your heart? And I'm going to thank everybody, like all the speakers. I mean, what a wonderful job. Let's give a big round of applause. Every came before me. So where is Gopal and Manita? Yogi, are they somewhere in the room? The beautiful dance they had in the beginning. We're very grateful to every one of them. I'm grateful to all the community leaders. I'm grateful to all the organizing committee members. They work day and night for 3-4 months. I know how hard they work to promote this event. I'm very grateful to all the community members, leaders, seniors. Okay, we have a Nepalese community member friend. We have Bhakta Thapa from Paspadina Foundation. We have many other community leaders. I'm grateful to all of you because you are the one who promoted this event. We know that peace is important. We know that why United Nations has been celebrating since over 30 years. I have Mr. Ved Joshi, one of the senior most leader here. United Nations, you know that when countries fight, when there's war going on, we all know that. We want to have peace in our heart. We want to have peace in the community, peace in the family. We want to teach the peace to our children. When all those things happen, I worked with Anuradha Kerala, Sierra Hero, 2010. When you see every father, mother, grandfather, grandmother, imagine that your own child being kidnapped or being sold with the brothels. She brought those back more than 15,000 girls, young girls, who were sold in the brothels. Another one, Pushpa Busted. I worked with her. She was the Sierra Hero of 2012. Now, all these people have done, the parents might have done something wrong. The kids, they would have to go to the jail with the parents. They cannot stay outside. Now, the kids are raising up inside the prison. She rescued them, very young girl. I mean, she was like doing her bachelor or something, young girl, but she has passion. So peace doesn't have to be just a meditation or just following some ritual. Peace has to be how you can change somebody's life in a good way, in a positive way. You change one person's life, you change one girl's life, one boy's life. Some guys like Global Peace Foundation have their own definition. They are helping through the organization. They are helping the drug addicts. They are helping somebody on alcohol. They are helping somebody with the domestic violence. Dr. Gupta and the whole this group, they've been doing for over 10 years. We are here today to celebrate that, to thank them, what they've been doing, participate to it. I may not be doing a lot of things, I may not be doing so many things, but I can just take one or two. I can help them with their mission of helping those young people get a good education, get them the rehab, get them out of the whatever bad habits they have. That could be your own brother, your sister, your community members, next door neighbors. I would like all community leaders here to focus on this thing. Now, next thing is, there was a very bad earthquake in Nepal in 2015. And I'm very grateful, especially to the Indian community, other community, Vietnamese community, different communities came together They went to Nepal. I was at UCLA 2 years ago, and there were people from 140 different countries. They were celebrating that People United Nations. Now, I saw that Indian community came together and more than $250,000 they sent to Nepal. Vietnamese community came $500,000. Isn't that helping promote peace in the world? I promote Nepal, NEPL, Never Ending Peace and Love, Land of Buddha, birthplace of Buddha, land of Mount Everest. Now Buddha, when you talk about peace, Buddha is somebody have been promoting peace. Like he's the peace messenger, apostle of peace in the whole world. Gandhiji, Nelson Mandela, Martin Luther King. You see that the world leaders, they learn from Buddha's compassion, kindness, loving others. Okay, now when we talk about peace, we talk about here and now. We had a great meditation earlier. I was enjoying the meditation. Imagine that. We focus on our breathing. Your life, my life, everybody's life. Life is nothing but breathing. Imagine not breathing for 3-4 minutes, what happens? How do we get peace? We stop to forget. We forget that we are breathing. Now if you just focus, whatever religion, culture, background, whatever we have, we focus on our breathing. This was, that's the most important thing, that is life. That is life, otherwise it's a dead body. Even the nearest and the dearest one, when it's a dead body, they will say, oh, they were loving you until yesterday or 3 days ago. Now they will be saying, when are you going to take this dead body and burn it in whatever way you want to do, or bury it, whatever. So what you had is, before you died, before I died, before we died, we had something called life. Here and now. Focus on our breathing. We practice that 1 minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Now we start creating peace. Start creating peace to ourselves. I was at the United Nations last year with the World Youth Skills Day. Now UN has, if you go and check the UN website, they have the 17 Sustainable Development Goals. They have 17 goals. Out of that, I focus on goal number 4, 8, and 16. That has to do with the youth in the world. Because without youth, we have nothing. If I want to pass the torch, what Dr. Gupta and all of you have done over the years, now we need to have a next generation of youth, doing whatever they do in their own community. So that is very important. I strongly feel about the UN goal until 2030. I strongly feel we all support them. You can go to UN website, you can go to Google and look for Sustainable Development Goals. There are 17 goals. Any goal you focus, that will help to establish peace within ourselves, in the family, in the community, in the world. I don't want to talk a lot. I have a couple of few notes. I don't want to miss that. And the next one was, there was a peace rally. There was a peace candlelight last year. It was Asia Pacific, 15, 20 countries, they came together. And there's something. I have my daughter sitting here, Anu. Anu was just turning 7. And when she came on the stage, 7-year-old girl, okay? I'm not going to be a hero here. A 7-year-old girl, I asked her, how do you define peace? How do you have world peace? Now with the, whatever she did, okay, because we all have kids, grandkids. Now she wrote on the top, International Day of Peace, 21 September. There's a hashtag UN also, because she saw me doing a lot of hashtags on the Twitter and Facebook. So she put the hashtag UN, and she put the hashtag Peace Day, and she writes here. I asked her, what is world peace? What do you think world peace is all about? A 7-year-old girl saying, love, see the words, compassion, harmony, unity, peace. If you practice that, love, compassion, harmony, unity, peace, if you do that, you're going to have a world peace. Can we teach our children? Can we teach the youth? Every community, your household, my household, we have kids, grandkids, grandkids. Can we teach them what love is? It's simple, we just say L-O-V-E, love. But how much is there in love? No ego, no hatred, no jealousy, no pulling the leg, no trying to discourage people not to go to the function, not discouraging people to do, oh, that guy is there, that girl is there, don't attend it. Why not we have the unity? Just for my own health. If I have a good, you know, a lot of people, I have a lot of doctors in the room, so you know that some people say, oh, the guy was standing and he fell or he died. Somebody doesn't die overnight. he has been or she has been having stress for so long, and you have a heart attack. The heart attack didn't happen. You said that somebody died suddenly. I have a very bad experience. I mean, I feel sorry because my younger brother, he was just 44. I was in Nepal a couple of months ago. At the age of 44, he had the whole world in his hand. He was very successful. He was doing everything possible. Financially, spiritually, he was living in UK. All of a sudden, he went to some program, some place in Mustan, up there, some holy place. At the age of 44, he just fell. Never came back. Never came back. It could happen to, when it happens to somebody else, I used to think, oh, it happened to that person, maybe, somebody else, it happened to somebody else, somebody died in a car accident, a heart attack or something. When it happens to you, you know that why peace is important. You know that time why stress, maybe blood pressure, maybe something. We don't know. When somebody dies, we feel sorry, but at that moment, talk without mic also. Did you get a good keynote speaker here? Mike is also giving me a hard time. Okay, thank you. So, whatever we do, okay, I am not a paid professional speaker. I told you I'm going to talk from my heart to your heart. Even one couple, one person, one family understood or took that to heart what I'm saying. I'll be so grateful. I'm the luckiest man on earth today because I was giving this mic and the opportunity to share the most brilliant people, most talented people, most successful people in their own field. You are here. Okay? Now don't worry about who didn't come. Don't look around and say who didn't come. You are here. That means you are the part of world peace. Okay? Buddha was one. Jesus was one. Martin Luther King was one. John F. Kennedy was one. One person. Mother Teresa was one. One person with a commitment and dedication can change the world. Would you believe that? Then give yourself a big round of applause. You are here. You are here because you chose to participate with the World Peace Day. You chose to participate with the International Day of Peace. Next program we won't be able to do in this room. We're going to be doing at UCLA or USC or big hall. We need 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people. And every one of you sitting here, you will be responsible to bring a couple of hundred people with your influence. That's what we want. Again, I'm going to be very quick. I was doing the marketing also. Because Dr. Gupta knew that I have a computer background, so I was sending to Facebook and email and all that. There were close to 200,000 people saw this message worldwide, over 50 countries. I have all the report. More than 200,000 people seeing your message on the Facebook. At least somebody was thought, oh, what is this Global Peace Foundation in Southern California? And they are doing World Peace Day. They are doing International Day of Peace. Now, at least they have some curiosity. The next program we're going to pack the place. We have no problem. I just wrote a small poem because I'm a lyricist, I'm a poet, I'm an author also. So I wrote something to promote this event. This is what I wrote. And this applies to me and everybody, okay? So nothing personal. Forgive and forget all the ill feelings towards others. If you didn't hear anything from me today, please remember these 4 lines. Forgive and forget all the ill feelings toward others. Live in unity, harmony with all as brothers and sisters. Forgive and forget all the ill feelings towards others. Live in unity, harmony with all as brothers and sisters. We have been living every day with ego, jealousy, and pride. You know what I mean? We've been living every day with ego, jealousy, and pride. Can we come together on September 16th to celebrate Peace Day worldwide? That was my request to everybody. Can we come together on September 16th to celebrate Peace Day worldwide? So next time when you have a Peace Day, please tell me, you're going to pack the place. You're going to go out and talk. You're going to help people, whatever we can. We all have special talents. I have some talent, you have some talent, somebody else has some talent. Can you use the talent for world peace? Peace starts from myself. Let there be peace for all. Let it begin with me. Yes, we want this, we want that. Sometimes somebody talks, we don't like the speech, too many speech. But can you be the peace messenger? Can you be the ambassador of peace? Can you be the messenger of peace worldwide? Every single one has potential in this room because I know that. I have worked with different communities
worldwide. Now, we're talking about, I talked about breathing, I talked about this one, I talked about the world peace. So again, one more time, I'm very grateful to Global Peace Foundation, Dr. Manorama Gupta, Ananta, Dr. Shomya, and every one of you. I know that even in the organizing committee, some might be thinking, who is this Prem Guragain? I've never heard this guy before. I mean, I'm not pinpointing anybody, but you know what? I'm just a humble guy. I'm a husband of a beautiful wife, Brinda, sitting there. I'm a father of my children. I'm a community member. I was born and raised in a very remote part of Nepal. You heard that. But I am passionate about what I do. I'm passionate about the world peace. I'm passionate about being healthy, living maybe 120 years. Why not? People live for over 120 years. Why can't we? Why do we die at the age of 44? Like, very sad with my brother. Why we die at the age of 18 or 19 or 55? Why? Why can't we live? Because we have so much problem, I told you, with the ego, jealousy, pride, ill feeling towards others. That's killing you. Why don't you understand that? Me having ill feeling towards anybody, you know what's happening? God has given this brain. Scientists have proven that. Brain can do 20,000 trillion calculations per second. You're holding a brain that can do 20,000 trillion calculations per second, but now you think about somebody, bad feeling or something or whatever you are feeling about somebody else, you are letting that person run this 20,000 trillion calculations per second brain for free, and the person doesn't even know. That person doesn't know that you have a bad feeling about somebody. Have you ever thought that? Most powerful brain that can produce Bill Gates and Steve Jobs and right now Jeff Bezos, and it can produce a multi-trillionaire, billionaire in the world. $14.3 trillion is spent every year because of violence, just for peace. Go check the statistics. Okay, $14.3 trillion a year is spent on violence, because of violence, to establish peace. I have a good friend here, Luis Angel Soto. I mean, he has a beautiful idea. He's been working 20 years for the world peace. He wants to amend in the Constitution. There's only, I heard, 27 amendments so far in the US Constitution. He's working on getting the world peace starting from your house and my house. And he has the flyer, you can go check it out. I have a great friend come from all the way from Northern California. I have Madana Nepal, Anil Pandeyji, the whole team, OS Nepal team, Nepal Darpan team. I have a Dr. Kishore Seshan right there. He says, visit Lumbini, visit Nepal. Please go and talk to him. He has some beautiful hat also to promote peace. So we are here together as a community, every single community. You have everything what it takes to promote peace. Will you do it? Will you do it? Yes. When you go home, will you do it? Yes. Start with yourself. Let there be peace for all. Let it begin with me, and together we will have the world peace. Like my 7-year-old, she's turning 8 on September 19th, but she already had at the age of 7. So if a 7-year-old girl knows, like His Holiness Dalai Lama has said, if you teach every 8-year-old girl or boy to learn how to meditate, you're gonna have total elimination of violence in one generation, within 100 years. We can do that. Let's do it together again. Thank you very much, Global Peace Foundation. Thank you very much, all the organizing committee friends. And I really appreciate for you being here, and give yourself a big round of applause. Thank you.